we stopped here. So a lot of people are talking about incest or whatever, but there's a very important component to incest that reminds me of like um, the tradition of the Hyoka witches that were stealing from the other people in the tribe. This could be why tribe was in reverse yesterday. I mean, the other day within the past week. Um, these people were, the Hyoka witches were different. They say like potent, but let's just understand that even when it says any type of witchery or bewitching, this is manipulation. When we talk about masturbation, God hating masturbation, if you look at the term, it's talking more about the manipulation of things, mixing up components. This could be talking about, when we talk about incest, which is two of the key words that stood out to me was lechery and kin lying. Now that made me think about kin folks lying on one person, because again, they have to, in order for these people to take over an estate like this, they have to deem you unfit. Even if they spoil you, give you everything you want, the one thing you don't ever want nobody to play with is your mental health or your mental stance. Because when people start calling people crazy, like Dave Chappelle said, it's a thing, it's detrimental. They know what they're doing. So I was thinking about on Rain when, I think, what was his name? Charles. I think that was King Charles. When he started looking to God, and all of the people in the palace was like, he was crazy. He was going crazy. He think he talking to God, all this other stuff. And they all tried to hijack the kingdom, and they was acting like they was the king. Somebody could, when I went on my journey with Source and I started going into the Bible, not church. Okay, that's a distraction to me. But when I started going within and start going with the Bible about 15 to 20 years ago, that's when something changed. And I feel like people around you feel different. They like, girl, you was out kicking it with us, partying with us. You know, you was out there when we was young. You was having sex. You was doing this or whatever. You know, so they think that soon. But so if these are the closest people to you, they know you all your life. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might not have been breaking the law or anything crazy like this, but that's why I said these are not the judges. They want to be so bad. They've been judging, but they should be held accountable for this act. So when you shut down from people, or because when I was in the Bible, people just knew that I was a little bit different, and they just knew, like, if you didn't want to talk about the Bible and politics and sneaky stuff that was going on in the shadow government or whatever, and I was your friend at that time, I did not talk about that around you. But it's almost like, now that I think back, how did they know? How did they know? Because once in a while it would slip out like, oh, and the Bible would say this or something like this. But I wasn't never forcing it on anybody. But I feel like people could see the change or the shift in my energy. All right. So like my sister, it didn't stop me from going over to her house, you know, back 10, whatever, how many years ago or whatever. It didn't stop me from going over her house, drinking a glass of wine, watching Real Housewives and talking and cussing and kicking it and maybe smoke a blunt or something like this. It didn't stop me from doing anything like that, you know. But I feel like people had, you know, I was just around, and then they're like, oh, you don't mind, do you, or something? And I'm like, what the fuck this what you doing in your house? This your house. I don't have nothing to do with it. And just because I read the Bible doesn't mean that I think that people that smoke cannabis are wicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't mean that I'm gonna touch it again in my life. I've never been a heavy smoker anyways, though. So, you know, if somebody and we kicking it or something like this, I might take 2 hits and pass it on. And people be looking like, bitch, what's wrong with you? You throwing off the rotation. But I just didn't want, you know what I'm saying? That's all I need, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever kicking it, right? So I just remember that. I just remember, like, how do they know? It's almost like the way they was treating me was like how they might have seen me very ritualistic or spiritual when I was in the word and talking about it and teaching about it or whatever this is on my channel. But they never seen me doing that in real life. Like the people that was around me, they never seen me doing that. They just knew that my presence was a little bit different, okay? And like I said, when I got around them, I didn't force everybody to talk about what I was learning. Like, I didn't try to turn all the conversations into that. We still talked about what we talked about. You know, they just expected for me to be not cussing or judge people that cuss. I was not doing that. I was still cussing and everything myself. So it's just weird how people can, I don't know, perceive something. All right. So, like, more the thing about incest, it says sexual, encounters, but sexual again is something else. It doesn't always mean where two people's private parts meet. This is other things. This is people being on one accord. Oh, such and such a great auntie passed away. She left her a lot of fucking money. And then people say, well, come over here, let's talk about it. And all these people in the family get together and say, yeah, but if we switch it, but wait, they want us to bring in this. They want us to bring in like articles of like a piece of the hair to get tested, or they need saliva for they could get, or DNA or something. How we gonna get it? Go over there and drink with the person. Put something in the drink, and then we need to get like a sample of something. That's also molestation. That is also masturbation. That is also, do you get what I'm saying? Incest. Because you don't expect this from it's family members getting together, doing or speaking or plotting or planning or whatever, or taking actions that goes against another family member that's unaware of what the family members are doing. If you knew that all your life, your family knew that you was a millionaire, actually money was coming in from, like, you was a royal prince, but they had to hide you amongst the regular people, because these are the people you were going to have to work with. These people were going to have to trust you. You was going to have to get the feeling of these people. So they set you up with people, whether it was your real family or fake family, that were that took an oath to take care of you, watch out for you, or whatever, like this. Shit, these could be space aliens. It could be anything. A group of individuals that will make sure that your care is taken care of while you don't know what's going on and you don't know who you are, but they all do. That's incest. Now, if these people decided to latch on to you, and every time you get a gift from the universe or from God or from something like this, these people are taking it, that is something else. So that's what I was thinking about. Like when I told you yesterday, it seems like your man could be cloned, and one of them could be working with your family. The other one that's living with you may not know, but their body can still be used by that clone that's working with your family to do shit to you where you are. Right? Because again, it's not supposed to be two of me that are acting. Even if they had one, these people are not supposed to be, when I get to this level, they're not supposed to be having their hands on anything that would be like my husband or my boyfriend left me a long time ago and took my clone and gave the power on to that, and was ushering it around here and having everybody worship that. And that's not me. And the real me that's got the qualities and the stuff inside of me that God placed in me, that I was the chosen one, I'm sitting here with no money, no resources, no command, no nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this one is a hoe, or this one is a stripper, or this one is something. I mean, this could even be a sense where it's fake. Because if these people ever were really to try to clone you for real, so they can clone something in the likeness of you, that let's take DNA, let's create something from this person, and then take the DNA from that and start creating. But that's not really me then. You get what I'm saying? There's some protocol here that's being broken, very, very sneaky like. All right? That's could also be people latching onto your household, listening to what you're doing. That is also masturbation. All right. I was watching something earlier. It's this Oliver. He's got a British accent. Okay. You see what I'm saying? He has this show or whatever. He cusses on there too. And he talks about like news. I like how he summed it up real quick. It's easy for me to kind of catch on to some of the stuff that he says. But it was a funny skit about like, yeah, Mr. President, you don't know what Americans are doing. Like basically saying Americans, the president or the leaders don't know what Americans, and he was like, we're masturbating and we're doing more masturbating and something like this. But like I said, we could be at the point where even if the president was from a wealthy family, they might look back and they don't have anything left because somebody's masturbating, manipulating things around them. Remember what I told you, separating the head from the body, when they say, President Obama and his administration, that's separating the head. That's making almost like how you see the eye of providence. That's the head is separated from the body. So I feel like the real overthrow was coming from the bodies of these presidents. Like they're just a talking head that goes out there and says whatever we supposedly need to hear. But the real body is doing all the work. So if if the head is sleepy or sick, like sleepy Joe Biden, then the body was doing a lot. A busybody. Somebody is the leader also of that body. The president is not dealing with the body or his administration. There's usually somebody, maybe a house speaker, something like this. Okay. So these people, I don't know, I'm seeing like people time traveling and stuff. Cause I was thinking about how the girl Macy look a lot like the redhead girl. The girl Macy from whatever. Teen Moms look a lot like the redhead girl that was underneath Biden's administration. But still, and it also reminded me of my cousin Ashley, but a Caucasian version. So there's something going on where these people have been building something. Say God said this is how you have to deal with the sun. You have to build the sun out like this or something. But these people say, I don't want to do that. How about what if we build ourselves out? And then when the sun finally wake up, we'll be more stronger or powerful than the son of God. And we could do this X, Y, and Z or whatever. But it's all illegitimate. And if you snatch away the funds from that, what they've been doing, especially if they haven't been doing what they're supposed to do for the sun, it would be looked at as a crime of treason. And then you don't have to spend the money processing all of these people that are illegitimate. The essence is not in them to keep the nation going. Do you see what I'm saying? So even if somebody dumbs somebody down, so it seemed like you would not know nothing about politics and you need to run into the political arena, or you don't know nothing about being a queen and there's kings and queens that have been 9 years old and been ushered in. But who is their body or their administrator? It's their court, the royal court. Whoever the people are that was around their parents and around them, they're going to be probably around, people going to die, move, get kicked out, whatever this is, quit or whatever. But still, there's a particular something of how something is run. As people come in and out, somebody is taught how things is run. Okay. So as the king get older, they start asking questions and then they start realizing. So it would be a joke if somebody said, hey, if the American people knew how they was really choosing presidents, and then they say, oh, let's go get this person. Well, they don't have none of the credentials or something. But that just is it. The real truth is there's an essence or something here that's very powerful that has been behind this, or it doesn't have to be seen, but it's a powerhouse or something that could have been more powerful, or the president is the talking head, but there's also something that goes on behind the scenes. Okay. That is very valid part. Something is not running like how it's supposed to be. And then when I seen Ken lying, it made me think about, oh, family members lying on one family member so they could seem like they're the ones that should be running something. But it also made me think about a Ken, Barbie and Ken. Forget about what Barbie and Ken look like. That is just the persona, or that is just the whatever. The essence or the powerhouse behind Barbie and Ken could be something totally different. Barbie could be fat. It could be, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. But what we're saying is, remember when Ken went and he was getting all those people charged up and he changed everything, and Barbie's like, came back like, what are you doing? Like, it was messy around there. Girls was all around and everything. She's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I don't know, Ken. I mean, you got to find you just can't be me, Ken. You know what I'm saying? So this could be also, like I said, to separate the male mate from Barbie or from the female, and then have him partying it up with other people, the family or whatever this is, the friends of the person's old life that they're not a part of anymore or whatever, like this. Okay. And then lying on the person that they're with, like lying on Barbie or trying to discard or degrade Barbie or something like this so that he could look like the powerful person. So this could be going on in somebody's life, in any dynamic, a family business, spiritual unions, whatever this is. Whether you feel like you are a part of the spiritual union or not, whether this is some kind of underground shit that was taken over. At this point, the way I look at it is like anything, yeah, the Targaryen energy, I see the spirit or the essence behind it. But what these people created, it's an abomination, it seems. Because You're not dealing with the real energies or something here, okay? We got justice on the top of the deck. So although that show is glamorized and they may be modeling something of, but it's really, I don't know. Because I don't know. They just wanted somebody to go into non-existence here. But again, what I'm hearing is you or I, we were never in the background mingling with these people in our full energy or mind functioning skills anyway. If they did ever come to abduct you for a week and put the decoy at your house, you don't know what the fuck you were saying to these people over there. It's not like you coming back like, oh, I just went back to home to my home country or planet utopia, and this is what we were talking about. Or all week you could just be quiet and think about what you talked about, because it would be against the rules to talk about what happened in utopia when you get back to earth, you know. And then here you go blabbing on, you see what I'm saying? So either somebody's lying, something is wrong. It's been wrong for a long time. All right. So it's just like somebody could be taking you, kidnapping you, drugging you, making you sign paperwork and documents, and then putting you back to sleep, and then slip you back in your home in the middle of the night. You wake up the next morning like, oh, I remember yesterday, what was I doing? You remember everything from the week. So it's almost like the merging of two. It's like the merging back of the mind or something. Like when you go to this place, only half of your mind is there. When you get back home, you merge back with the mind. So you're not all crazy when you get back home. Like, what did I do for the whole week? Where did that time go? Now, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I wake up and like, bitch, it's already Thursday. My goodness, I thought it was Tuesday. Where did those 3 days just go? But it's not right for anybody to be holding on to somebody's energy like this, okay? So it has something going in the wrong way. Only a couple of people are getting fed. So if we're talking about the 1% is such a problem, okay, we're seeing it. We're being able to see it in a different light. And it's something that does not have to exist. Matter of fact, these people that have been running everything secretly, they don't have anything of what it takes. They don't even have the first thing, integrity, or any of these things. And they've been able to trick us and run the country for. So what is wrong with the person that has those things, that structure or something sitting into the spot? These are for the people in the upper background, in the opera, you know, the balcony seats. All right, that know what's really up. All right. So we got power and authority here with this Ace of Wands, like here. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this Nine of Pentacles could be somebody that was sitting in your place too. A total different person. This ain't nothing to do with your lineage, nothing to do with your nothing. And this Nine of Pentacles could be looking very abundant, and I could be looking really raggedy. All right. Just like now, I don't even have no shoes on. I still got the same skirt thing I fell asleep with. I just was really thirsty. I wanted to come out here. The D-baby was jumping on me. You know, I don't feel like doing anything yet. My mind is going. So I took my cards and I just left for a couple minutes, okay? I know when I get back home, I'm probably going to want to take a shower, but I'm going to be very upset about this because it's daytime and they're trying to get naked pictures of me in the shower to make it seem like I'm a stripper. Or I heard that these people, maybe even this person, been able to make a Nine of Pentacles off of letting people watch the Son of God in the shower, thinking that it's funny and making money off of it. Okay. And so if I ever say I'm not a stripper, they say, look at what's these naked pictures. Well, that must have been a hidden camera, because I've never taken off my clothes fully for nobody on no camera. It don't even sound fun to me for nobody to say, let's record. So I think I got a song. It was a song that I haven't heard or whatever, or I hadn't heard in a long time, that came on from somebody the other day. And as soon as the person said something like, oh, maybe we could take a picture, maybe, I said, and it just turned me off, the whole song. And so I had to turn it off. You get what I'm saying? Somebody could be also saying that they have 2 wives or something here. But again, after a while, the one that's showing up in the streets, shaking hands with the nice clothing, with a dirty mind and a dirty soul, it doesn't matter if they can smile real pretty in front of the people. This is going to be the one that they're going to see with power. I could be the one with the power, but if I'm looking raggedy running around here, ain't nobody want to hear what the fuck I got to say. If they spying on me, first of all, it'd be illegal to be doing so, but I know that that's what they're doing. So the person with the power, they're trying to take away the power and strip them down to just some weapon that they can pick up. Just like right now, I got that song, Unsung Hero. So they be having me come on here. I'm doing my duty, putting my videos out there, but they needed to know something. They'll listen, they'll take the information, and they'll go do something and act like put a cape on and an S on their chest, like they just saved somebody, when one of my readings just pointed out a location that somebody knows where they're hiding somebody or something. So I'm just doing the enemies a favor. If I don't say nothing, if I shut down for a week, they're just going to plug into my head and they're going to try to find it out anyway. So these people have to go, right? There's no looking over it. There's no wait a minute, let's see. There's none of that. Because if you have to come to me and then act like I didn't do anything and I'm doing everything and you acting like I'm not doing nothing, do you know what I'm saying? That's just weird. Just because I'm not moving like you? Because you want people to think that the people that's moving like you are the successful ones. You want them to think that that's what success is. Or what it looks like. So somebody is using, they're pulling on my energy or leeching onto me to use this power or something. But it's like time for me to use my own power. And this person got to get knocked out the park. Now, whoever this man is, he might have started on with this witch or this manipulator. Okay? And he don't know how to get rid of it. So you only gonna let me out the box? I'm looking at that. I'm seeing the kangaroo from the Sesame Street deck. You gonna unlock the box, let me out, so I can punch something out the park for you, and then you're gonna choose another filthy bitch to put in that spot, and then move on, and then keep on coming. I don't like what's being done. I'm not gonna stand for it. Yeah, somebody's still being manipulative here, and I feel like this is somebody that's light-minded or low down anyway, because this person know. I think that in this situation, somebody got a penis. This Nine of Pentacles might got a penis and I don't have one. That's point blank, period. So you can't have two guys. Somebody saying two is better. You can't have two. Especially when I'm the beginning and the motherfucking end. You can't have two. So, so you're going to keep me away from money and power and movement and things like this. But shit is getting moved anyway. All right? So, or you want to wake me up. You're going to try to trap God, and I could be doing so much for other people and helping other people so for your personal problem to get a bitch that I've been warned you about was going to mess you up in the end anyway. Do you understand what I'm saying? Somebody is so low base. Somebody is so, they want to keep it for themselves. I'm like Boo, right? I'm in a realm or in a light or in a mindset I should not be. And somebody just trying to get me so they could keep it as a weapon for them. When they need to do something personally, like get a girl, you fucking all these women and everything like this, and some of them is witches, and when they too powerful for you, you want to try to lock up God or the Son of God just to move them out of the way when the power could be being used to heal the whole world in some type of privileged lady form. This is crazy to me. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, somebody could be being enlightened about this, right? The wand is here, and then so. The esoteric or the real people in the background, they know what I'm saying. It don't sound like nothing. Maybe it sound crazy to y'all. They know what's being said. If something can't be denied, so there could be justice given here. Maybe this person did something very egregious here. All right. Justice. And then whoever this is getting enlightened. I don't know. That's funny how that just came up like that. Because I feel like it's the same thing. I just heard it's the same thing too. That Nine of Pentacles was stealing from me and being me, but using me or trying to get me to fix things, whether it's in my sleep realm or whatever. Again, like, them Sister Soldiers books, that Zane books, I think that was for like gay people or something. Something is going on here. So there's a battle between two people that was sitting in my energy or doing what I'm supposed to be doing on this earth. And there's a fight between these two people. And I feel like it's the same thing. Whoever this person that's being enlightened, that's locked up, they're trying to do the same thing. Use somebody to get them out of some type of, use this authority. They treating somebody like they're not even a person. Yeah, because this Chariot in reverse, these people have this person locked up. It's like somebody went to go question somebody about something. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Somebody went to go question some, like, well, what is it? You said it was this, da 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 da. And somebody could have ended up getting taken or trapped. Sure as the sun. When I said that earlier about them keeping this person trapped. And I feel like these people think that this is going to go on. Or somebody could be saying, oh, you did the same thing. You knocked that person out the park, then you knocking this person out the park. But this person is trapped by these people. I don't think that with judgment here in the reverse, I don't think it's the same thing. Or They want this woman out the way, but now somebody's mad because they're not going to be able to keep this man or sleep with this man or something. And so they trying to say that this man was involved in something. Could be a Scorpio. Yeah, these could be these other witches or these other people that people are celebrating or plotting with or planning with. They're trying to say, but it's really, I don't know. Sometimes people, when they be doing readings, especially when I know them, now they become like a record player, like they trying to do me, a radio station or something. And so now I can see clearly. I know these people. I know who's good at what they do. I know. And so somebody tried to manipulate something like off the rip. So I said, oh, you on that today. And then I was able to see something through what somebody was saying here too. Because these people was manipulating this energy. Okay? This also could be a Scorpio. I told you, out of all the signs, that is the weirdest. For people to keep saying the Scorpio is a fucking water sign. They could be juicing somebody up as if they're a water sign, covering them with water, letting them walk on water, and just to pull the wool from over this person's eyes or pull the carpet from under the person's feet, to realize that's nonsense. So somebody could be making somebody feel like they're in charge of the waters or something like this, but it's only to make somebody so powerful, do all these things, and then they're gonna swipe this person knock them right out the park. All right? 3 of Cups in reverse. Somebody was not celebrating with these people when they took, because this person probably wanted to be with you at first, but they got kind of convinced now somebody could be a little bit of a snake and somebody could be a little bit of a scorpion. Well, shit, they don't got to be a snake if they're a scorpion. And somebody could have did something, but again, okay, say your best friend or say your boyfriend or your wife or something, you find out that the person that your wife trusts, the people that she trusts, or the people that your husband trusts the most is the family. But you know that this family then pulled you to the side and told you something that you can't grapple with this. You thinking like, what the, oh my God. Somebody could have been even thinking, I was kind of jealous of your family. Excuse me. Or your friends group or something, and like, oh my God, this is what these people is thinking or something. Now you got a thing to do. You could either stay with them people, because you know that these people, you done heard some of the shit that they said, you know this could get gully, and you really do care about this person. Or you could stop the shit right there and walk away, but now they expose the secrets of something. You know how they roll. You know they watch people. If they even gave you a little bit of the information, you on their list, they watching you and listening to you from now on. So what you gonna do? That would be a decision right there. You might mingle with these people, come show up for holidays, but you know what they doing, or you constricted because they done showed you their power. As to anybody that want to open up their mouth and say something, so you just go 10, 20, 15 years, keeping your mouth closed, but working on your own thing. Could be something like that. But when these people is taking something from somebody, it just seemed like whoever this is that's in jail for it, they was not with this person when they did that. This person is separate from that. This person was not, whoever is in jail that's being enlightened about the truth. This could be somebody that also this person can say, yeah, she's the secondary empress. If something happened to this empress, it's going to be her. But all along, the person might be figuring out today, right now, that other person was never the empress. And they had the empress all along. And maybe if they would have just grabbed the emperor or empress for you, whoever resonate with this, and they would have just ran with the empress or the emperor at that time, none of this shit would have happened. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit like pack everything what you can in the bag. We got to be out of here in an hour. Boom. But what I said, if these people are using the empresses or the emperor's power, it wouldn't even matter if you can get away in an hour, because they will be able to get a drone or something out there to find you within the next. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money and a lot of something, and a lot of people will be going. They might have to build a new jail for these motherfuckers to go to, or they're going to have to build a reservation to put these people on when they find out how many people is involved with whatever this is. There could be a death here. Okay, these people could also be in reverse. They could be hiding a death. Okay? They could be hiding a death. Like, all you need to do, or somebody need to do, is get in their right place, and everything is going to get healed or something. But it's like somebody could be stuck. Also, somebody put somebody on the horse or the pinnacle here. Because whoever these people, they double dip. They'll come and secretly do something to the Empress or me with the energy or something like this. And then they'll put on this big old show in the public in the daytime and maybe have somebody go and do something else. And then say, oh, see, this worked. But you had to come dip your Kool-Aid dipstick in this person's energy first, and then preserve that energy, and then have the child of that person or whoever you trying to convince the public is the chosen one to come in and then see this person healed and be like, oh my goodness, this is the son or whatever. But by doing that, you might be this person could be sick with something else. And everybody's like, oh, that's the healed person. Everybody start jumping on that person, come, and then they got a big old contagious illness that maybe can't affect this person that pretended to be healed by that person, but they was really healed by the real person. But it could be something that could go on and harm the rest of those people. Y'all, I don't know what the fuck this is, but we got death here. And somebody like, you stupid, why you telling everything or something? Because you supposed to feel these lashes or something. Because somebody keeps on doing something. That's like I told y'all before. You need a safe haven. You need helping. You need to get the fuck out of a situation. Right? People are doing something or whatever. But the person can come to your house and get these birth certificates. The person can come rifle through your things and take. But for some reason, they haven't tried just grabbing you and taking you and saying, here's the proof right here, the whole person. That it doesn't make any sense unless you were about to make a plan in the Two of Pentacles to do something else, and you was playing with somebody's life, and you knew you was the last person that had a good thing about this person or wanted to see something happening right. But now you getting tempted. We had temptation and other. You getting tempted to go in another direction with somebody else because of what you see right in front of your face. You can't see through that. Because if it was really about taking care of this person or getting this person, the person would be taken to safety already. And I feel like somebody think that they got something under control. Six of Swords here. Calmer waters. This could even be somebody trying to put somebody in a mental illness facility or something, because these people are already secretly sitting on the throne. Period. It just really is. So these are people that want to go back to caveman days, and they want to go back to slavery days, slave catching and all this stuff, and say, what are y'all talking about? We're not doing that. But that's all this is with the cartels and all this shit, with the, Taliban, whatever this is, or ISIS-K. All right? These groups, Teresa Martin and them, and they getting these inheritances, and they making more little gangs like this. Nobody's making the headlines about saving little children or getting like 300 children out of, I think they did something like this in Texas. You understand? But some of these people are the reason why the children was taken in the first place. And they're trying to wipe something clean that they did that they deserve to be in jail or punished for. None shall escape it. So somebody could have sent somebody away. Like everybody that you're around, say you don't go nowhere, you stick to yourself, but you got kids or you got another person or a spouse or a roommate or something like this, or just whatever. You know that it's a fake shell of a family around you, and you just trying to survive through it and find out what your next move is. This is the kind of stuff right here. Because the same thing they could be doing with you, they doing with these people here. So somebody could have moved somebody to safety, like stealth mode, okay? It's like, oh, somebody's like, oh, I'm going out for the day to go to the beach or something. You expecting them to be gone for like 4 to 6 hours. But there's actually some kind of transformation or something that's happening. What these people are waking, in their waking mind, driving to a place, knowing they could go to a secret location and they're going to get dipped out or switched out or something. They probably even been face to face with their clones. But me or you, we haven't. That's what I'm saying. Me or you, we haven't. They could be like giving us, what that said, that shit that they gave Britney Spears, ketamine or something, that could fuck with your brain or something like this. If they give it to large amounts to over and over again for a long amount of time, it could be something like this here. So we got the world card energy. This is different. So like I said, the people that's around you could be parts of little secret societies, good or bad. We just ain't even gonna get all into that. But they got their little runner shit that they got to do around here too. But with you, they have to drug you and drag you and then place you back without you knowing. With these people, they are open, like, oh, you need me to come by over to that one spot and pick up this or do that or something like this. But I don't think that it's the building of my kingdom, that they're just using me for the energy or the access points. They're building something for their family. They've already, in some of these cases, they've already taken the children to go with the side of the dad or the parent. Might not have been the parent that was most loving to them. It's the one that had the money or the movement, right? Respect is lost for the real mother. These other women are teaching these people how to get money or how to get out of something. They remember when they couldn't get those new shoes in school. You said, hold on, whatever. And then they looked at you and said, well, mom, why can't you get a job so you can get us fancier clothes or something? They remember those times when they might have been upset about something like that. You see? Or the fact that they moved on and they feel bigger than you because they've been upgraded. So the children are a little bit more intellectually advanced on what's going on. But if everything going on is the devil's playground, then you're not really having insight on anything, because whatever the devil is going to be doing or something at that level is going to come down crashing when the Empress or when God stands up and say enough. So do you understand what I'm saying? We got the sun here because it's a false infrastructure. You laughing and riddling me and laughing and mocking me because I don't know what you're doing. But this is something, this is not our reality. This is not what you're supposed to be doing. It's legal. It's this, it's that. I don't want to do those things. So this is how they do this to get the children to kill the mother off, especially if the mother was good. Or they've been cloning your children too, and some of them been going in the courtroom, the hustlers or the people that's like them. So this was the first big sin right there in Genesis, when those, we don't know who it was really, that said, let us go find somebody that's like us, that's gonna rob, steal, and kill. This person is too good, goody two-shoe or something. I thought that this person was ruthless. Yeah, if you run up on me and if you do something to me, I'm gonna do anything to do. If I find you in my house and you rifling through my things or run up on me, I'm probably gonna have fun peeling every piece of skin off your body until the police come after you dead. But I'm not going to go out and search for people and hunt for people to do that to. But for you and your gang can know, you better not never come up in here and let me catch your ass. They're going to be afraid to come back in my house after I do whatever I do and pin up that person outside to the front door like a scarecrow so the police can come pick. And somebody going to say, I didn't know that person had that in him. That's the mentality of a real ruler or somebody that is supposed to be setting examples to make sure you're not coming around fucking around over here. But am I gonna go just to your peaceful village and do that? Because I know you got resources. I could work with you and build something that you know about the resources. You the one that live on this land. You know about, why would I kick you off the land? You could tell me the best things, resources on this land, and I can make a deal with you on this land if I need something from you off your particular land that your family owned. I feel like something was a little bit more clean like this back in the day. I don't have to erase you off the land or something like this. Like, okay, maybe people have met up with people where it's like, oh, well, we don't share this. With our ancestors said we can't share this. And they say, oh, motherfucker, you gonna share this. And then they find about a way to kill all the people and then just take the land. You know, I don't know. All right. So, you know, it depends on what kind of ruler or what kind of colonizer or whatever this is. Everything about colonization was not bad. So it's something like this. People know that people with allegedly good morals are the ones that's really supposed to be running this, but they just really don't. And they don't want the person that can point out those people that have been able to sit comfortably on these seats and in these councils and as these chairmen that have not been doing what they're doing. They know the real motherfucker that can identify this automatically is on the scenes, and they don't want to they don't want to let you in. It ain't gonna be until these justice members start getting some of the shit that they allowed because they was in these plushy seats for other people to happen to other people, until they're gonna say, oh no, where's God now, or something, or dang, maybe we need that son now, or something like this. So we got justice with some type of union here. All right. I'm imagining these people have to do what they're told and go where they're said to go or told to go. But I feel like with this Knight of Wands, somebody ain't having that. They even have alternative news now. They're already doing it. Whatever they're talking about, the mayor or whoever this is in Milwaukee, and the new stuff that Trump is putting in with this new like air police or cyber, whatever this is. But it's just like, who is sitting in them seats before you even flip that switch and give all these people this power? Who? Is it these clowns that were sitting here trying to clown one person for 3, 4, 5 years and just humiliate the hell out of somebody that's sitting in these spots? Like, what is this? So again, somebody wants to be in a union, or somebody already snuck you into a union and they came in and killed somebody. Or there could be something like I said. Somebody could be finding out about something like this now. Like a mom didn't know that her son was married to somebody, and now it makes sense on how the son ended up dead 10 days after the marriage or something, or the daughter, or whatever this is. All right. And again, I don't understand in the thinking of these people, because if you're around somebody and they're doing this or XYZ, you know get them. Why is killing the first thing? Well, I guess that some people is acting like they got immunity or something, but if you've gone against your mother, they say take them stones and stone that person at their doorstep. This could be also a daughter or something that was brought in through you, that is trying to steal the masculine energy that you're supposed to meet back up with after 20 or 30 years and be together with. This could be something here, potential here. And there could be a child that was being brought into the underworld, and they say, oh, that's such and such child. We couldn't have her, but we got the child. But that may not even be your child. That could be child of your enemy tribe. That planted this baby in there to pop out on you motherfuckers later on and steal all your goods and your wealth. See, that's what I'm saying. Somebody is not, I don't know, somebody is not doing something here. We got the hitman coming for the devil here, or they did in the past or something. And then we got an emperor here in reverse here. So I don't know if an emperor lost their position because somebody hired somebody to come after this devil energy. All right. This could also be two different people, like a god energy here, a more godly person or something with this emperor. Okay. But he could be getting mad and trying to match the devil's energy. This could be the first thing that somebody tried here. I'm not sure. King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. The devil could be a friend. Okay. I don't know. Of the sun. Okay. Like I said, the devil could have been a close proximity with the sun. There's a mixture. There's a manipulative. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. It's like how the chosen ones get afflicted the most. The devil could afflict the sun, but the devil don't like when other people try to fuck with the sun. It's something. It's something weird like this. Okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm picking up on. Whoever this obsessed person is. Or this is somebody finding out they was obsessed with you. People seeing their secret obsession of watching you. And people like, why this person always watching this person? And then a group of people said, well, we're going to do the same thing. And then they start leaking the stuff. Now, this person know that you gifted. So when you talking about it, they just like, how you know? You might just be making that up or something like this. But then somebody could have seen something like, these bitches is stalking this person and then putting this stuff. And the person was able to identify that without even seeing one piece of proof. Something that somebody's doing. Okay, let's see. So somebody could be blocking something when it comes to the sun, or protecting the sun. From a King of Wands in reverse. Somebody is seeing what somebody's up to. Everybody's up to something. Like, it's going to have to be 10 people that people going to find out they up to something. We could go back to Monsters, Inc. when, Water Noose, Sullivan was so proud and happy to, like, serve Dr. whatever, Water Noose or whatever his name is. Until they found out that he might be, what? And it kind of hurt their feelings or whatever. And then they're like, damn, we got to get the girl out of here or something like this. We got to get Boo out of here. And then it's like, because I feel like that was like my Scorpio and my Gemini at one point in time. I was like this boo creature, okay? Like, in the way, talking about shit I should not be talking about. Like, you're going to blow your cover. You're not supposed to be here no more or something like this. And then, like, Mr. Water News, like, Mr. Water News remind me of, like, Farrakhan. And then Mrs. whatever her name, Gloria, whatever the lady is with the glasses, that thing remind me of my Auntie Risa. That remind me of Divine the God is here. So this could be why these people feeling like they're untouchable or something like this. All right. And then the one little snake person or whatever, this could be somebody that's underneath somebody, because somebody is in the Nation of Islam. I don't give a fuck what you say. Somebody trying to sneak in. There's a lot of, these are not reptilians. Oh, remember the dinosaurs that we had up here the other day? The little tiny meat eaters, the most vicious ones though, the little ones. You know what I'm saying? They usually clump together probably when they attack. All right, like a whole bunch of little things on one person. These are different type of reps. These are like small, like if you lived in Texas, them little lizard things, or you lived in, they have the same type of mentality. All right, or if you went in Florida or something, those little things that shoot past your foot when you're walking down a walkway or something. These are not reptilians, but there's a lot of them. We're dealing with small, more reptoid individuals right now that maybe work in clusters or something like this. All right. But in the Bible, it say these people ain't supposed to be in the palace. So they figuring out a way to do something here. They could be trying to get somebody out the palace. It's something going on here. All right. Yeah, I told you. And so, what the hell was his name? Randall. Okay. So then they had to fight against water news. And they had to do all this other stuff. Now the lady that was at the with the glasses or whatever, the mean lady, she wasn't that deep into it, but she had to know what Mr. Water News was doing all this time. You know what I'm saying? And then Randall was like an understudy of Water News, way understudy, but he was smart enough to know that he was trying to capture that boo girl so he could take the energy. So somebody is pimping somebody out or something here. Or their energy or something like this. Like Farrakhan could be a real reptilian. But Nuri and them, they're these type of lizard individuals. Do you understand? So I don't know what the fuck happened to somebody being sneaky though. Somebody married somebody and that shit is boop getting annulled or getting knocked out. I don't like whatever this is because I tell you these people promising like I'm not agreeing with anything. I've never agreed with anything. That's what the thing is. Like I'm saying, this is my kingdom. You either working for me fully in the way, like I don't give a fuck if I was blind and I was the king. You gonna build a kingdom that's built around blind people. Shit. I don't care. I don't care what it would be. I don't care if I can't see and I don't want to wear glasses and the kingdom got to be built. All words got to be expanded. This is what the fuck it comes with being the king. Oh, I noticed that most of the people in the kitchen is talking like this. I got sick. I know that they speak Italian or something. You know, I don't want Italian. I don't know. It's not prejudice. Like I've been getting sick lately. You know, we need to get people that speak English up in here because I only understand English. I don't give a fuck if I found out I was the king of France and I don't speak French. Okay, well, you know what? Everything in here got to be in English until I learn how to freaking speak French. Do you understand what I'm saying? These are protocol to get things right for the kingdom to run that way. Cause I'll be promising some of these people that's in France or they speak French, they already took this motion and moved there all these years ago to learn this so that they can sneak and take something. They're not even French. This is the kingdom here. And I'm telling you, somebody been stealing from here, from me and my kingdom here. I don't know if it's hard to explain what it is because it's like, is it your spouse? Is it your dad? Is it your mom? Who is it? Or is it whoever is controlling these people? Somebody has to be real well off though. Somebody been sending somebody in to come do something to you. This is like somebody being in prison. And somebody is letting guards go in there and take the booty from this person in prison, and then 3 weeks later this person getting visited by a social worker, but this is really somebody that's waiting until somebody get 4 months pregnant while this person is in the prison. Could be in your house. It's a structure or a system that people are paying to keep up around somebody because they can't really imprison you, but they can do something to make it so that they can keep you trapped so that they can always have access to you by using imaginary binding tools or something like this, laws, code, something like this. Okay, So every time the stomach get this little big, somebody come in and take it. Take whatever this is. So we have a thing. Well, one of my twins, she didn't never used to have this. Her stomach was always flat, but now all of a sudden she got that little pudge. But I had that pudge when I was younger. My oldest daughter had that pudge. My other daughter, she never had one. Her stomach is always flat. My daughter didn't have one. Her stomach was like kind of flat, but I mean her stomach was kind of chubby, the youngest, but now it's starting to look like that pouch. All right. And then one of my twins, now she got a real pouch. Okay. She got a real pouch. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe they made this daughter into this and somebody's stealing something. Maybe somebody needs help. Okay. I don't know. All right. But this is like somebody allowing somebody to have access to somebody. And before the person find out, this is like your daughter's dating men, spending a night with them, sleeping with them, whatever like this. This person is a part of some organization. The person could be getting the child pregnant and then they coming and getting the whatever organization he's under is coming to get the babies. And then they're going to kick out your child. Now your child might have the power right now. All right. But they're going to kick out your child eventually. And then they're going to, do the same thing all over again. All right. It's something like this. Now, think about it like this. There's people in outer space in a satellite something right now, or a spaceship or something, a station. And then the version of them, they got a clone of them right next to you right here. So when you speaking, you watching what this clone is doing, you picking up on things you speaking, the people in the space station know what you're saying. So they're kind of like analyzing what you're saying as to what they should know everything that their person is doing that they're controlling down here. But I wonder if they just want to know how you or I see it. So whatever is going on, somebody is bringing some kind of fluid or they're bringing something here to go bring this shit up north or something like this. So if you got time to come, say they need my kundalini fluid. If you got the time to get down here and stick me in my spine, scoop out some kundalini, you got the resources to get me the fuck up out of here. But you don't want me to come where you at because you a traitor too, it seemed like. It's this the only thing. Somebody trying to lure you somewhere. They keep on luring, but it's something that sends off a transmitter in your blood, maybe for days at a time. When people send songs in, or when you hear something in a video or see something on the news, it triggers something. You supposed to be feeling like, oh, maybe this is the time. Maybe they'll be able to take me to whatever the secret location is so I can start doing what I'm here to do. You get excited or something, or you get adrenaline rush or something. Let your adrenaline rush. Twister. A tongue twister. A tornado. Destruction. It's like they need that little, so somebody could be trying to also control from a distance your behavior, your demeanor, keeping you at something like this. So when you do get a little spark like, oh, I wonder if my twin flame is still alive, or is this coming from, you get a little excitement. They want to be able to feed off of that. They'll come in, siphon that energy, take it out. It's something somebody's doing like this. It's a program, okay? And now somebody's about to be protected here. Somebody knows it's you. They could be trying to line up the samples that they have with what they seeing on here, what you saying, what you thinking, like in real time. Somebody's trying to verify something, okay? Somebody could be going to calmer waters. Okay, this could also be somebody verifying something from where you are so they can keep you trapped here because somebody would rather have somebody else, okay? Somebody would rather have somebody else, and this could be because they like this person more. This could be because they can't face you now since you know the whole truth. Then somebody's like, why'd you say something? Well, the truth would have came out with my ass once I got to the place anyway. I could have pretended like, what's the difference? What's the difference? Because eventually, I'm telling you what I'm here to do. And anything in my way is going to have to move the fuck out the way. So I'm going to show you how. I ain't the one to sit here and say what the fuck you want me to say on this side of the fence so you can unlock it and let me in. Because when I get mad enough, I'm going to rip that fucking fence up out the socket and walk through that bitch anyways. So I'm not the one to sit here and tell you, oh, baby, just let me, oh, please, oh, honey, yeah, sugar bear. No, and then you let me in or something like this. No. I can't, when I know you fucking wrong or something like this, I'm not playing with you. I know who the fuck I am. So I'm going to tell you right from this side. So by the time I get to the other side, you will already be submissive and you will know what the fuck is about to happen when I get to the other side. Everything will be clear. We don't got nothing else to talk about. If I still let you stay there, you there. Shit, do what the fuck you supposed to be doing. You understand? Do what you supposed to be doing then. Because what I am is not going to change. And I'm not going to play no games with nobody and try to talk nice to you so I can get in to my shit that you don't have to be in. So I'm going to say it from here. And I'm going to watch God work with you to take your ass down eventually. Even if it take a long time. If I got to be embarrassed and eat ramen noodles and people laughing or what, I don't give a fuck. I will go through it. Because everything, all the bullshit is out the way by the time. See, you got to think like that, man. Oh, the glory. It's going to feel so great. And I'm going to have to worry about trash. Like, I'm going to just dust your ass from right back here. All right? Somebody's stressed out. They could have put somebody as a foreigner here. You motherfucker try to send me to another country. I'm just going, because you can't fully brainwash me or something like this. I got immunity. I didn't do nothing wrong. So you can't put me in the same conditions that you put the other girls in when you take them somewhere else. I'm going to just find out what the resources there and come at your ass from a different angle. And you're going to be surprised. You might as well put me in the environment that I know best because you try to take me somewhere else and this is going to heighten it. So we got somebody breadcrumbing somebody because they said somebody is foreign. So they use foreigners to do all this stuff. Now they're going to try to say that we foreign and then say, okay, the foreign power is gone. Let's make the person foreign and send them away with the rest of the foreigners. No, thank you. You going away with the rest of the foreigners because you was the one who was working with them for 20 years to take my stuff. Or more. 44 years, 40 years, 46 years, whatever this is. Because somebody's birthday could be a year before. Or a year after. Let me see what this strength is in reverse. See, a lot of people be talking about my style of reading because I don't clarify. But I already just clarified with all them words what was said. I do good enough job doing it with just the 3. So, you know, people want you to clarify or something sometimes you don't have to do that. Okay? I've already done that, I think. Ice. Or some type of chariot in reverse activity. This could also be migratory energy, migrant workers. Somebody's about to lose somebody. Like I'm going to lose you. Yeah, I like when guys show up and show out and these people look stupid. You got enough stupid strikes on your sheet already. Like if I got to cuss these people and call them stupid to save my country or my people or my finances or something like this, who cares? It's true. It's true. The 3 of Cups here in reverse. I was not celebrating with these people. So that's why I told people in the beginning, don't be doing nothing from me that you didn't hear come out my mouth. If you didn't hear me say, hey, to you like this in front of your face, I want you to go over there and take care of this, whatever this is, something like this. You on your own. These is people that could be also being righteous or something like this. They could be being righteous and they could be doing something, but they could be possibly still on their own when it comes to whatever this is, because I don't know if I told you, you know, I don't know why you think that I told you to do X, Y, Z. They know that they're taking a chance. And take this like people that was already in place to take care of certain things around you or around me. They should already know what, if they're not corrupt, they already know what to do or something like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Without me having to tell them, they're taking orders from something else to make sure that the surroundings is okay for the person. You know what I'm saying? So if they're handling something, or if they did something with a body or something like this, or somebody ran up on you, you maybe never got hit by none of these people that ran up on you because it's a secret service group of people around you that was taking care of these motherfuckers that was trying to run up on you. That don't have nothing to do with me. So somebody could have said you told us to do or whatever like this, but no. But you ended up with that money and you and your kids living in Costa Rica, you know, with $1 billion in the bank. You was not gonna bring that money back to me. You was not giving me no SOS like, I got the money, come meet me here. You was not. I don't know what the fuck these people be doing. I don't. Just like, yeah, I want to get into the party. I'm a best friends with the emperor or something like this. You know, you just never know. Why you didn't come in with the emperor? I don't know. There's some kind of authority here. Somebody's breadcrumbing, or again, these migratory workers here, migratory workers. Why is this person sad though? Because now the pressure is coming down, and somebody could have tried to hide behind a society or something that's known to oppress or suppress women, and that shit ain't gonna work when it come to God and what God said about God, daughter. Somebody's manipulating something here, and whatever this is that they're about to do is getting stricken down here. Queen of Wands in reverse. All right, y'all. I gotta go get dressed in a minute. This ain't good. Oh, it goes over here.
Does it?
Oh.
Mom, where's the tax money for it though?
I don't know. Is that still plugged in back there? The other plug? So you don't have to do all that?
I don't think you care about right.
Oh, it's too nasty and hot.
Yanni, why are you doing this?
And leave that air conditioner alone.
No touch. Give me this. No more playing on it.
You gotta go in your room and watch TV.
No. Push it down.
Alright, we got the grave here. So I'm hearing that a lot of people is buried in different people's graves. Alright, so I don't know. Somebody could have buried somebody. Yes, like I heard yesterday somebody could have buried somebody. And we got the truck is in reverse. I don't know. You might have a truck or something. You might not want to drive this around because somebody could have been using it to transport things or people, or I don't know. Somebody could have been trying to use your vehicle to do something. I noticed when I got in my car today, my seat was moved all the way up. Somebody could be playing around with somebody's vehicle, like having your vehicle at a certain place at a certain time. You know, leaving a dead body somewhere, take your car, park in front of that house for a couple hours, then, you know what I'm saying, at nighttime, and then act like you was there or something. Yeah, we got obsessed with you, emperor here. So somebody could be trying to get rid of an emperor that was obsessed with somebody. Some gossipy people. All right. Whatever these people been doing with this kingdom, it is not the way a kingdom is ran. That's all I know. I don't like people using my name for stuff. I don't like nothing that got my name on it. Got nothing to do with nobody else. This could also be, they could have used up a vassal here with trafficking or something. And this person could have got sick and they could have died. Or this is what these people is making up. They want to seem so powerful. So bad. Like, whoever these people is, they want to seem so powerful, so bad. But if they were able to do anything to something that belonged to God, they had to remake it with their energy anyway. So anything that they did is not supposed to stick. So that's like somebody taking my DNA and splicing it with another person that want to be God or want to be in power or something. It's illegitimate because your energy is intertwined with it. An illegitimate person or something like this. It contaminated the seed, so the seed would not be able to claim anything. Like, I don't know what's wrong with these people. That's because I said they're not people. These one particular people. All right? Also, I was picking up what we were hearing about. We were reading about entertainers or something. But it said it's a public something. So this could be why these people are able to do with this gay rights. That's why it probably need to be revoked. Why these people are able to do things to people in public places, like from hotels, kidnap you from hotels, work with hotels. They legally, this is what they're legally doing. Being able to abduct families on road trips from the hotel. Okay. If it makes them happy or makes them gay, or if they don't want to be gay, or something like this. So the reason why some people could have been fighting against gay rights, like nobody was telling people what they could do in their bedroom. is because they were going to come up with a plan to do something where gay people would then abuse straight people. Or it ain't even about being gay. I don't think. I really don't. I really don't think that this is about being gay. This was a way for these people to get some type of power here. Only you can make me happy. So this could be also a false ID or some kind of review or something here. Or there could be, this could also be like an obituary. This make me think about an obituary in a grave. Somebody could have died and got buried. Okay. We got the stairway to heaven here. I don't know. I don't even know what we had going on with these cards or whatever. Somebody also fleeing. What I said is this is illegitimate. They keep trying to do something. The structure of this has something to do with the actual sun. They keep on every 7 years, every 10 years trying to do the same thing. Have somebody flee and go somewhere with a child or something like this. It's a lie. It was manipulative when it was in the Bible. And it's also still something that they're using, but it's a lie. It's a manipulative measure. So why are these same people being able to be a part of this order or whatever this is? It makes no sense. They're not going to be. That's what it is. It's kind of messed up because you want to make these you want to make these decisions while you sitting in the kingdom. Why are the people that's not supposed to be in the kingdom, and the people that's supposed to be making these decisions having to make it from a place where they're surrounded by these particular people? Now, nobody's putting a gun to my head, but some of these people could have had a gun put to their head. It kind of shows without words, like, where is the power supposed to really be? But as you knock these people out the way, you don't know what's coming and standing. It's like, leave the shit. Okay, people think that that's important when they're not getting their taxes or something served, or they're not getting their taxes back or something. Then, okay, then they will be getting concerned, and then they will want the right people to sit in these positions. It's like, leave it abandoned. Okay, and then let people feel what it feels like, since they wanted to come all the way against globally against some one person that was innocent the whole time. Let them see what it feels like not to have this sector, right? Until you get the right person in there, and then see if these people want to keep up with this act or whatever this is. The people that can't, the elites and the people that can move, make things move or shake. And they know that some of us are the little foundlings, or the ones that they were cut off or disconnected or something. And see, do you want to fight for that person then? Okay? Because if the people at the bottom is only getting stricken that never had nothing, it ain't going to make no difference anyways. Okay, what fun is that? It's got something to do with like favoritism here. So I don't know who this is in the grave, because this could be your only mate or my only mate that they saying that they put in the grave. But the real person may not even be with these people. It could be just whatever this is. They don't need to be connected to this higher server, because what I'm talking about out loud should not be the problem. It's the problem that you still have these people where they can get this information and run to their little computer or run in their head and start running numbers or running things. They should not have had the access. You knock all them off the server. We talk about this, and then that's how you make sure the right people get into these positions. It's not that they're hearing me say it. They already know the truth. It's the fact that they can hear me say it and know that this is the time, and then they go messing and finagling with stuff, and they're not supposed to be in these positions. That's what the problem is. So it makes you want to give up, like nothing's changing. Dang, I keep spending our time is going like in circles. Something is not changing. I'm telling you, these beings are not that smart. They're not. Or restrict them from their people or something like this, okay? If they have to meet up in little, meetings or something, it's something about secret meetings, well then they should be feeling uncomfortable when they're doing this. So we got somebody could be also wanting you to be wise and not creative. This was also giving me something here of the fact that somebody's like, oh, you're not even doing something. I know you had that good idea. Get up and do it. Well, I need my fucking money first. That's one thing. And what I'm doing, and I'm somebody that likes to provide the something. I know how to make a lot of stuff, but I'm not making none of that stuff to make money off of it. I'd rather host other people's things that make money off of it. I don't want to do it. I enjoy being around it. I don't want to be the one. I can make a necklace, but I'm not the best necklace maker. I don't want my shit in there. I want somebody else that's the best necklace maker up in there. You get what I'm saying? I want the best necklace makers up in there. I don't want to be in there. I'm gonna make the best experience. I'm the one that's hosting the thing or something. You understand? This could be a way to rebuild something here. All right. This doesn't actually mean that you may not be creative. It may just mean that it's better to use your mind with something here. All right. What he say? I build my house out of no longer with sand, out of something, not no longer with sand. Um, Something like this. These people are trying to turn us into like Chinese workers, like of you know, how they do it in the what they're not saying is there's a form of these people that are like kidnapping people. Like I had an idea to start girls off early with some type of craft or something that they can always make and create and make money off of it, like before they leave high school, like something that they could seriously learn one good thing or something to do. But these people just, they would be the ones that would take that idea, kidnap children, force them to learn how to use a cricket machine and make t-shirts and hide them all in some building or some house and don't pay them but a couple dollars, and then make them, create these wares and give it to them. Like instead of just being fair, instead of following the laws, because there's work labor laws in general, not just child laws, but work labor laws to make sure that people don't try to take advantage of older people that have something good to provide to the public, like me and my channel not getting the love that it should get, right? So people that may not even be on the level that I would be on are making money off their channel and growing and getting all these things and forever flowers and stuff, which I don't want anyway. It's about the material here. And then also people like me get ran over, and our shit is like the potent thing, and then people feed off of that, and then they go off and take from us and then grow their brands, and then they strategically put your shit in some type of a Ziploc baggie or something so it can't expand out of that. You'll just be the hot air that gives out something, that gives the nourishment to other balloons to go fly up in the sky. Right? It's something like this. Okay? That's why I said one thing don't have to do with the other. Entertainers and people like this, they are a product. That is a produce of something. They should not be the ones, the way that they're also programmed, they cannot be the ones that are sitting on thrones and telling people to do as rulers and things. This is why you never really seen entertainers being leaders. They went underground with it. That's an uprising against the government or against the queen. That is, what I'm saying? You could still do what you're doing without trying to be slick and think that you're doing an uprising. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is like people that's given the right to assemble or something like this. Somebody does not have the right to assemble, maybe not even in their head, not on a neural chip, not in person, not in nothing. There is getting in the way of other things here. You're empowering the wicked, and you're oppressing the people that actually have something to offer that's genuine. You understand what I'm saying? And there's no shade here. These people obviously didn't want you or me a part of what it is. They obviously thought that you was going to be dead before you could get on top of there and make an edict. These people can't make up edicts. A queen or a king can. They cannot. They can control the masses, or they can start controlling the masses to a certain degree until they figure out that they're being used and misused, and they can get so much more out of whatever this is. You want your shit in something that the queen is hosting, or you want your stuff in like the bottom boroughs of like a flea market with rats and stuff running all around or something like this. I'm just saying, because all flea markets is not nasty. Some of them are low grade and some of them are high quality. If I was ever doing something that's going to be high quality, I don't want to start with nothing that's low. That's why you don't see me doing nothing right now. I don't have the back end and the finances. So when I get that, when I start mine, it's going to be on another scale. It ain't going to be like no flea market or whatever it is that you ever thought, or no marketplace that you ever thought that you seen. You see what I'm saying? I don't like to do nothing unless I'm doing it big, period. I don't like to just makeshift. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay? And so somebody trying to copy, or they're trying to listen to me and go off and do this and that, you're not going to do, it's not going to be the same. Nobody's saying that you can't. Shit. I'm just saying you're not going to do it like me. And you're not going to be using my idea and my model and my blueprint. Find your own. This is how they've empowered themselves over out of our blueprints that was made by righteous people to do righteous things. And these people think that you want them to knock people over the head and then trap them in underground buildings and make them do the work there. Why would I want to do that? I don't want that associated with my brand. Same thing with me right now. I'm okay with being in the slums right now. I don't need no cameras on me or nothing like this, because when I step out, I'm stepping out. But you're going to try to take advantage of that to try to mess up my brand, to try to show me at a point when I didn't have much, to ruin my brand. That when you're doing that to a royal or somebody that has some type of backing behind them, that is you could go to jail for that. You're going to go to jail for that. Public slander for the girl Becky around the corner, that might already have some cute pictures of herself naked online. That's different than somebody that don't have no naked pictures ever that they took of themselves, and you slander that person because that person maybe was not never planning on was probably not ever planning on showing herself naked like that or something like this. Or this could be also, we think about in the entertainment, some people could be like tastefully naked. They've been naked. That might make them feel some kind of way if I make a comment about that. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm the most high paid something or a role model, I would think that I would have enough power to say, I will only want tastefully I want myself covered up when I perform. I don't want to perform like that. You know how much I'm worth? I don't have to fucking do that. You understand? So I don't know what somebody's doing, trying to humiliate somebody or something like this, to try to say you just like the hoe that they chose. And just because you don't wear clothes don't mean that you a hoe. These people are you got so much to do with your life, and you sitting here trying to micromanage. You either understand what I'm saying or you don't. Either way, I don't give a fuck. You don't have the right to put your hands on stuff that belong to me. Bottom line. If you don't want to get your feelings hurt eventually. If I'm being a queen, I'm not about to be walking around here doing something. Once I heard God saying that this is a higher calling like that of, I didn't think that that's what was being said at first. Like that of. Then I said, oh, I can't be doing, it's certain things I don't want to be doing. I didn't think that somebody could go and intrude in my life and try to show me looking unclad or something like this, or not put together well, and try to ruin my brand. This is my brand. My brand, I didn't had a brand since I was born, even though I didn't know it. That's my brand. That's why whenever I leave out to go somewhere to meet up with people or go somewhere, I'm making sure I'm looking good. That's my brand. It's like an internal thing. It's something like that. You don't have the right to show me no other kind of way other than the way I want to. If I'm somebody that don't like to be in people's pictures when they taking pictures, you don't have the right to come taking pictures of me. That's what the protection barrier is for. And I don't want any of these people that was attached to these old people having anything to do with what I'm doing. You got to come back in and reapply. It's a different. Do you know that if I own an apartment complex and I could have had people living in my apartment building for 20 years, if I sell that building, I don't have no right to say. The new person already living in there, even if it's for 20 years or something, the new and raise the rent $100, you have to be prepared. You might. I can't be telling, hey man, I know you bought this building, but Amy here for 30 years. Why you raising her rent? The person could have had to put more money into the building. He could have updated stuff. I don't know what the person did. Do you understand what I'm saying? You turn around You realize that something been corrupt? Do I want this to still be corrupt? I probably don't. I don't care if you work for my dad. If you was doing corrupt stuff that went over my dad's head or under his nose or something like this and it afflicted me, I have to go and clear this thing out and see who do this and who don't. It ain't even nothing about taking a knee. It's something about respect or something like this. All right? And again, you got judges on the seat that don't matter no more. You are part of the old kingdom. What are you talking to me about? You're not talking to me. There's no reason for you to. You haven't seen me do anything all this time you've been stalking me that would say that I cannot be spiffed up and cleaned up and put in my rightful position where I was supposed to be in the first place. You haven't seen anything because I haven't done anything. You see? Even if these people are used to doing these little antics or something like this, something has gone too far and it went on too long. And it almost like people been able to rob all the stuff and just like go in hiding. Like it's really weird. Why somebody wasn't able to see what kind of effect this could have. All right. And then it's like, I'm not only just telling this stuff, you know, these people should be arrested, questioned. They should be separated. I'm not just wasting my time talking for no reason. Like everybody knows what these people are doing. They've seen them doing it. You got grave here. The 8 of somebody could have been in this kind of position here, bound up or something. Person could have passed away and now they're dead. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody wants to be you and your family, so they could have killed your original person because they was wanting to party with your family and replace you and your family. So even if they found out, if somebody's supposed to be on your team, they found out that your family was doing this, they sided with your family. And they could have killed the innocent person that was fighting for you because they feel more powerful or something like this. All right, 8 of Strength, so that they can take over this empire or something like this. But these people are the ones that did some crimes in a truck or something here. With your truck or something like this. All right. They had this person tied up. They could even had this person in jail. And they're saying anytime, anywhere, they can do something. But they're the one, they don't see that they're the monsters or something like this, possibly. Also, somebody's saying that somebody should have married somebody. But these people was having children with this person, marrying this person, and also using this person in some type of family business that they didn't even supposed to have access to. You see what I'm saying? Nobody said that when you was doing it. Actually, somebody in your family could have ran off with this person. They just didn't want you with this person because it was a real thing. 10 of Intelligence. They just didn't want you with the person because they was doing something here. Yeah, they don't want these family members to get in trouble. Now, this could be the tight spot with Russia. Why Russia was kicked out, why Russia's accounts were frozen, because it's like Russia is for the child, but you have a thing for the Russian dolls, or you have a thing for the other women or something like this, that it's never going to be a bond that's broken. And so that means that, you know, I think that the Russia man could also be the one that passed away. And the whoever they got as Russia or Putin right now is a clone of this grandmother and something here. Okay, so somebody's trying to smooth it over like, oh, you and your grandmother. All right. But no, the real Putin is trapped. These family members have spliced something of the grandmother and Putin and seat because they know that God is saying that Rachel and her children had to die this time. And so Rachel's children died in that Bible allegedly, or they could have been taken. But then if Rachel's trying to do the same thing again, say that they found out that something was wrong and I had to go back and redo my life starting at 16 or 17 years old. They gave that opportunity to this grandmother. The grandmother is also probably hosting or inside of the body of the fake Putin. Okay? They're inside the body of the fake Putin. And they also have me raising a younger version of the grandmother because they know I'm going to do it right. And then they're going to try to have this when it's supposed to be me raising myself right now. I'm supposed to be raising myself right now to make sure that it gets right this time. Okay? And the world leaders are the ones that are supposed to be banging the Empress. But they could have been taken over or consumed by these gangs or whatever this is here. Because I feel like there's a different care between, if this is this Putin energy or Russia, there's a different care between me and the person and him and the fact there's a special part, but that's not your responsibility right now. And if you don't want to stand up for that responsibility, then somebody had to step down. Okay? Something like this. Okay? I don't know what these people is doing with some clones or something. All right? And these people could have messed around and showed this person the real colors. And so now he don't see them as the precious Russian dolls or something no more. It could be something like this. Yeah, but I'm telling you, somebody do not want to punish these hens or these Henleys. They don't. That's why they want to take over the kingdom. It's too bad. And then we got this Afrozen energy, this octopus head girl, or whatever this is. All right? Because we know that these people was probably using Teresa Martin or they clones or whatever. That's who took this child and sent the child away. Somebody can't come back and forth between elements anymore or between kingdoms. Oh my goodness, I need to get in the shower. It's just hot and nasty. Everything is nasty. Ew. These people has got to get out of the way, man. I don't care what you got to do to them. They got to be stripped. I feel like whatever this is, these people had a good run. They had a really good run. I don't know what I'm doing. Remember, if they got the Son of God and the energy with the blindfold over my eyes, it's not that I'm blind. I don't use my eyes to see. And they say blind leading the blind. Well, guess what? Whatever these people are working with is illegal. It's not supposed to be happening. It should be shut down. It will be shut down. Then we don't have to worry. We can see everything clearly. You want me to see your demonic behavior or something like this, and then the Holy Spirit energy, I may not ever be able to see fully what demons do. You know, I don't know what to say, but she cleansed them or clean out something. They're not going to have that same type of power or presence anymore. It's something very logical and very much something where somebody that's not involved in any of this has to come in. Because if they have flowers doing something, these people blackmailing these people, they have to be the ones that stand out of the way, because somebody that don't have an attachment or these flowers don't have nothing on them, or they don't care if these flowers have something, I will walk through the fire with you. Because what the people do to you is a whole different thing than what you do in your own, with your own will. If somebody have a picture of me having sex with a cow, I've never done that. That's not my will to do that. Now, if somebody got a picture of this or something, it just says something about these people, not me. Because I didn't choose to do that. I would never choose to do that. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? I don't care. You could see it. Oh, that's nasty. Oh my God, that's so nasty. Ew, y'all did that to that clone, or y'all did that to me. I don't care. As long as your ass is about to get knocked down when I stand up. So you don't do this to me and you don't do it to anybody else. I don't care about what you seen. Okay? Because when I stand up in my full power, people going to see a difference. And it's going to be a good one. So I don't care what you talking about. I'm not about to run and hide from you. I'm not about to run and hide from you. All I can say is, oh, that's nasty. That happened. Oh my God. You're not about to use it over my head to trick me into no club or whatever you're trying to do. Okay? You're not. Most of these people are having a certain mindset. They've been fooled by it's like Stockholm syndrome, that something is the way that something is. I'm telling you, these family members, you ain't gonna fool me. At least they just dealing with Freemason energy because their grandfather was a Freemason. This is not God. And when the Freemasons went against May, or when they went against me, listen, you already lost. Okay, then we could look at these people. Why I'm thinking, why didn't you just make this a terroristic group in the first place? Okay, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, I came here on this earth. I got something to say. All right, judgment is here. Whatever these people was done in the dark, and say don't participate what they do in the dark. Expose them. All right, judgment is here. We got the two of strengths. Somebody is standing their ground. Somebody could be trying to judge somebody that's innocent. They could be using information that's been manipulated or something here. Okay? There could be some musicians here that are standing with this person. Okay? And fighting back. All right? So this moon in reverse, I don't know what this is about this judgment here. Okay? Yeah, here go this father figure here trying to stop something here. Okay? This could be where, oh, this family is more important or something than the stock or the people that bring us a quality of something. It could be vice versa. We are famous. We're more important than your family. It's something about a different dynamic here. But everybody here been knowing that the person been being treated wrong. That's the valuable person in this group between the two. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. So again, I told you, whoever this father or whoever this is, they don't want these people to be persecuted or something. This is like the father choosing, a earthly father choosing your family members that kept something away from you over you. And then the father got to die with them. You know, some shit like this, okay? That's just what it is, all right? Because we got the son on the scene. It's just like, okay, well, you chose then. I gave you the choice. I don't know what to say. Okay? Because this person could have been in a different dimension being you with your family. Or there could be a different dynamic where you and your family and this man is happy and y'all all hanging around with the family or something like this. After they stole your money and now they live in very privileged lifestyles off of your energy or mine. Somebody could have babies with somebody, a masculine energy. They could have stole the sperm or something like this. They could be having to empower their family with this. So say all the powerful men in the world were breeding, they were being bred, outsourced bred with the Empress. You didn't think about that when you killed my children and you scattered my children and you thought you about to use my resources and my power and my portal that I opened up to make the world a better place with God for you to continue to do it with your people and this is what they do to people? I don't think so. Okay? It's just not going to happen here. God said, nine of intelligence. Yeah, somebody's going to be having to sit down here. Okay? All right? It's something like this. It's something like this. Yeah, again, child abuse is right here on the front of the deck. These people was doing child abuse. You're not getting away with that. All right? And then we have the wolf in sheep's clothing is in reverse. Okay, that could have been somebody. You know, these could be people also trying to make somebody make a false claim. Like, take the blame for everything, man. Take the blame. You know how people be at, like like in gangs and stuff. Oh, just take the blame. Yeah, illegal immigrant with the grudge holder. I don't know if your grudge holder could be an illegal immigrant, but somebody want to have you back. Okay. Also, there's somebody that's funny that be playing around in your energy or something like this. Okay. All right. This could be the banishment of even like Vanessa's or Fernesta's lineage. This could be the banishment of Kevin Hart energy. All right. This could be something like this, okay? Like a Tyrion energy. All right. Somebody's trying to get away with something because they know you can't see something. Okay. The first generation also, I'm hearing from me, they could have been people of shorter stature. This could be like a Willow thing where the Willow people took in a child. But it's not like the movie, like that sweet innocence. No, these Willow people or whoever these people, these sad people, or in the originals, the Willow was like a killer tree that consumed everything. It was a cannibalistic or whatever kind of tree. So this would be more along the lines that these people had this is more along the lines that these people had maybe kidnapped that child. Okay. These are the little energies that be moving around people that go unseen, or the trolls with the red haired man. See, the red haired man could also be protecting these trolls as well. Whether these are people that's beating you up online, coming around your house stealing stuff, somebody somebody is protecting those particular entities or creatures. All right, I told you, this could be Seth. This could be Seth's banishment. This could be something like this. Whatever this is something that's going on here. All right. With the red blood, somebody got a grudge here. This could just be men that really don't want a woman in power, and so they scrambling around doing little bitch ass shit to try to keep a female from pulling in her own entire power. This is what this is about, and you're gonna have to stand down. Okay, because I'm not gonna sit up in no damn situation. Somebody gonna be mad, and it ain't gonna be me. You didn't let these witches run you around in circles all this time, and you claim that you care about God or you do something with God. I don't think so. I don't think so. You didn't let these trifling ass witches run you all this time. It's enough. So there's laws. We're not talking about nobody's putting no eye of a newt in a bowl and shit with no in the cauldron, or in my head swarming stuff together and making up something. We're not talking about this. We are talking about people that are manipulating laws or something like this, or code, in order to get away with things. And it's not for their king or their queen or nothing like this. It's for something else. And I told you, a lot of these people, the witches that came in, these are the people that came in with the bloodline. We have a time to, there could be, it's not no treaty or nothing. If this is Rachel's child and it's under my roof, nothing to this child for the next years until that child get old enough and somebody else gonna do something. I'm not fucking doing nothing to a child. You understand? This could be the mistake that people made in the past, but I'm just telling you, ain't nobody doing nothing to it while it's around me that I can prevent. Okay? Do you understand? So, you know, during that time, something could be very closely watched to see what direction we going with this. But you know, I don't know what somebody's doing, okay? But I know what you ain't about to be doing. Not when it's my responsibility. It could be the smart thing that these people tried here. Now, if somebody is found that had done something illegal, then that's when it's out of my hands. Okay, something is out of my hands. Then, all right. Um, you know, this is a mess. You already dealing with a mess. We already dealing with a mess. So, oh, I gotta get in the shower, y'all. And I'm here by myself with the girl. Um, I can't. Y'all see? I can't even sit still. You can't even sit still, man. But there could also be something. Something is saying that maybe somebody shouldn't. There could have been an inappropriate like encounter or something here. You know, sometimes God will ask you to refrain from bathing while people come in to catch these people up for their crimes that they're doing. Okay? Somebody could have done something here. See how this look like a tip of a blade here? It's broken off. Somebody said yesterday, but it said did. They did something yesterday. You know, the funniest thing, the funniest thing is that I seen here. This could be the grudge holder that feel like you said something that got them trapped up and you never came for them as well, like recently. But when I was in my car sitting there drinking my stuff, all right, a red burgundy-ish car pulled up next to me. Not really next to me, but like toward the back end of my car. They pulled in the driveway and the girl got out and was looking at some tires. And she kind of walked up and I kind of like turned around and looked like, damn, you just pulled right up on my car or whatever. But I was still doing the reading or whatever. But now that I think about it, I'm thinking like, wait a minute, that car kind of looked like my person's car. I'm kind of thinking about it when I was looking at the car. I'm like, my car, so this could be pull up to my bumper, baby. Somebody's doing something here. They might be showing the way that these people move. They could be showing the way that these people move. Or somebody could have even killed If there was two, if my person got two cars and there's two of him, two of the same exact car, one of them could have died. I wonder. Or these people try to kill this person. They feel like I'm still plugged into the server with them, but I'm not. We also got Dido. Somebody could be pregnant by somebody and they just killed the person or got them killed while they pregnant so they can take on the estate or take on some finances. Excuse me. We got New Hampshire in the reverse. I told you somebody is an astronaut or something has to do with a space shuttle place. But this could be in the upright here. Nevada is in the reverse, but a space shuttle place is in the upright. New Hampshire. All of this is a mess. This is like when you go in to do a whole thing over a company and you just got to shut the company down. Like I remember one of my favorite rib shops got shut down. They say it was a manifested, like they had a problem with some stuff. They had a problem with rodents or something and they had to close down. I was eating there all my life. And they had to close down. They couldn't just close down one night and just say, okay, we're going to clean it up or something. It was closed for a couple months or something. Something has to be. Whatever we're dealing with, even though it's acting like it's on a world level, is not that big. This part that I'm talking about, that's way up, this international, whatever this is, this corporation or this company or something even higher than that. Whatever this is, it's also something inside of someone. Something like this here. Penn State, Pennsylvania. This could have something to do with, like, is it Count Dracula in Pennsylvania? This could be something like, I don't know. We got New York in the reverse, grudge holder. You know, tackling a task that you don't know nothing about. And so it's kind of like, but you got it in your blood. All your family members were coal miners. They kidnapped you and took you into the city, or they put you, and then you come back to go visit your family and find out they coal miners, hundreds of years worth of coal miners. You come back in, they having a company that's struggling. They don't know what to do. You've been out of the company you've been out of the mountainous area or wherever they live. You've been out of the, say this Appalachian people, something like this. You don't know how things work, but you are of these people. A thick shit. Your two cousins could have had a baby. You really from this family. All right? Ain't nothing you could do to escape what you are. And then you come back in, you know, and you able to help these people, even though you had nothing to do with it. Even though people would say, oh my God, look at your painted nails. You be getting manicures, boy. You got them nice fancy $100 gym shoes on and them nice shirt and everything. You coming over here talking about being a coal miner? It's something like that, but you ready to do the work. Like God created you out of the loop. He set you apart so you could come back with some bright ideas or something like this, or you could come in with a new, fresh outlook on something. And you haven't been, you know, canvassing the grounds with these people, or you haven't been going to, you know, the bar at the corner with your Uncle Chuck and getting drunk and everything and hanging out with girls or something. You had a different structure. This is what this is. Somebody's denying someone their space in this world. Or if we found out really there's a couple of families that ain't got nothing to do, the real owners of this family ain't being seen. Do you understand? You a part of that group. You see? They all this time they've been inviting people in, but when you come along, yeah, nobody want, because what the fuck y'all been doing? Because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. So what have you been doing that you don't want the new conduit that God always every 10 years or 50 years or 100 years plug in a new conduit and then heal something? Why? What are you trying to hide that you don't want something cleaned up? All right. That's what right there, the short sign that is, because this is not even on no system. This ain't got to do no fucking college education. This has something to do with somebody being tied to the soil in a certain type of way that many people is not left that's tied to the soil in this manner. And when these people sit in on these chairs and these boards and stuff like this, things come to life. It's like it's something else that I'm picking up on. Okay, we got Hawaii in the reverse. Whoever this is that's in Hawaii, these people are in the reverse. This is not wisdom here. All right. This could be also, This could be the Queen of Kings energy, Missouri. What I said, these is like what solidified these people in this lifetime was my relationship with this male. So even if that's like a red Swartz energy, what tied this together that created me was maybe my grandmother's connection with these people. But now I'm here, out with the old, in with the new. It's the order of things. It's the order of things. It's the order of things, and you can't just keep. Sometimes you just can't. This person could have went off to peace. Why are you doing that? So somebody is trying to make me old, break my back, break my neck, hurt me in places where I will be looking like I'm broken down and old fast and things like this so that you could bring in the old person, or you trying to give my regeneration to an older person that already had one all this time and never was able to get it right. I come on the scene and don't know what I'm doing, and I'm able to open up things to make things right, and you trying to kill me already because you think you got the information, you could just run off with it. Like, come on, man. You figured it out. Why did the dinosaurs become extinct? No one knows. Scientists have many different theories on what, or ideas on why dinosaurs died. Perhaps the world's weather changed. Okay, the change is, yeah, the world's weather. Now, this could be also a energy of God here, getting upset or something like this here. Okay, and the dinosaurs couldn't adjust to the colder temperature. So this could be tempers flaring here, or this is you being cold to a certain people. You don't want to give to them because you see what they've been doing. It says, or perhaps the dinosaurs died of dis-ease. Okay, so this could also be somebody diseased. Uh, oh, also the way that these people coming at me. I know you in my records, man. Get everybody out that it don't matter who they is. Retain the information, get rid of the fucking people because you was never supposed to do that. That's a fucking order. It does not matter who it is. It's just I don't like disorder around me. I don't. I don't like disorder. I don't like disorder. I don't like it. Goose, come here, Goose. Somebody trying to tie you down so you can't talk back. You can't play with my yo-yo. Somebody might have something. Somebody might be light skinned, got some really pretty eyes, reddish hair. I keep hearing like la la, ro ro, ya ya, nay nay, like Lily, la la, yo yo. Like somebody's got some names like this here. Okay. We got Mumford and the Moose. Like I said, these could be boys and stuff from school or something. They always still had an attachment to me, or they had one of me trapped with these boys, and I don't know what they was doing with this person. They could have been worshiping this person. They could have been harming this person, raping this person. I don't know what these people could have been doing, but it seemed like these people are in reverse. They might not have had the person literally tied up, but they could have had this person constraint, okay, or something like this. All right, I'm saying they didn't bind the person, but these people are in the reverse. These warlocks or whatever these are, magicians and stuff like this, and whoever this moose energy and this mouse here, whoever this mousy person, okay, sir, I'll go do it. It's giving me like a dynamic like trio or something here. Okay, somebody could be really small and tiny, like and mousy, or somebody could be really mousy around you, like for all you know, maybe it was a slip up happened and you carried the seed of somebody from your neighborhood that you never been with this person, so you don't know how this person's seed ended up in you. It could have been something inappropriate. I don't know. So if it's on rape and incest, these people don't get to have no thrones or no crowns. You understand what I'm saying? In that order. So somebody could be this mousy person, this warlock, and this moose person. This give me like hanging with Mr. Cooper. This is what this is giving me a little bit. We got Van here. Somebody's name could be Van. A sly Van. I also see Pan. Pan here. So something about somebody getting cast down. A lot of stuff about comedians. Like, I wonder if somebody was trying to make you not funny. Or maybe you and somebody got the same style of being funny. and this person didn't want you to rise to the occasion to be funny, it would show that these people could have been, you know, writing with you. You know, you just some stupid person. They had you.
Mom, look.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's Dad? Okay, Bree, come on now. You're doing too much. Where's Dad?
Mom, look.
I thought you went to the beach with Dad.
No.
You didn't? Hold on one second.
No, he didn't go.
Where is he?
Going to the store to get